Merry Meet Prosperous people. I'm Felicitas with Felicitas Metaphysical Boutique, and today we are going to be diving into the divine triangle of the United States of America. Now, I live in the USA, and I was very curious since our country is so youthful, coming on our 250th year anniversary of when the Constitution was made, marking the birthday of the United States of America. And I was curious about if there was any major or minor life events that are happening for our country collective. And what I found was profound. So let's just dive in. Now, the divine triangle in numerology, it's this fun little thing. The first triangle only goes up to like 81 years. So I had to do it, I think, 3 more times to get to where we are in age as a country. We are now in, I think it's right here. We are in our youth cycle again. So here's our original youth cycle. Here is our 4th round of the youth cycle, and we're on this leg right here, which is the very beginning of this 4th round of youth cycle. And man, it is intense. So our theme for our youth cycle, which goes from age 243 to 270 years old, is in numerology a 47 or 11. And I find that really funny because I think we're on our 47th president. How synchronistic that is, isn't it? And when I was doing the math of finding out any of the major and minor life events for the year 250, we have 2 events that are significant for our country. And this affects the entirety of the country, which means the whole collective within the country and the land itself. Okay? But the United States and where it's located, the energy of it, and the people. Now, the first event that I found is a 4711 experience. Now, I'm going to just read to you what that means in this really cool numerology, the Divine Triangle book. I was gifted this book by one of my Coven members, and thank you, Pam. I love this. And I've just been so excited. But a 4711 temporary vibration. Discrimination, dreams fulfilled. This master number vibration demands additional effort from you, but promises greater dividends. Do not sit back and build castles in the air, meaning don't just think about what you want to build, you're going to need to actually do it. You could scatter your creative energies in the fanciful pursuit of success. Many of your imagined desires can become realities now if you develop realistic methods to achieve them. You need willpower and determination to implement the ideas that you select as worthy. Now, these are collective ideas. This is group thought. This is our entire country's creativity at hand, okay? Many temptations can arise to distract you from the actual purpose of this cycle. These temptations will test your discriminative faculties. You will have to decide through weighing, selecting, and discarding where your true values lie. I'm going to pause there. Now, the United States is definitely going through a struggle of where do our true values lie. And we're seeing it all over the news. Many people are talking about it. Our leadership is not really reflecting what I believe is the true values of America. And we have seen recently what the United States true values originated from and how they are still there and how there is still hope. Talking to you, Michelle Obama, your beautiful speech. And President Barack Obama. Hope is still alive. But we are in a time of where we are all contemplating where our true values lie as a country. And this is going to be significant for our 250 year. Now, this isn't just the year of 2026, it's the birth year. So July 4th, 2026 to July 3rd, 2027, that year is when this experience is going to be very significant. Maintain a balance between the emotional and practical factors and make your plans accordingly. You may have mystical or psychic experiences. A lot of this kind of stuff is arising again in the United States. It was forgotten, and many people are starting to remember. Use those experiences and rely on your intuition for guidance. A lot of people in our country have lost connection with their intuition and are working right now to gain that connection back. Make your choices wisely during this cycle. Be ever aware of the true value behind the illusions you see. Be ever aware of the true value behind the illusions you see. We are seeing the illusions. What are their true values? What are our true values for this country? The proper selections can bring true love, happy marriage, material prosperity, and spiritual peace in an energy form of our country. Now, that's the first of two significant energetic experiences that our country, the United States, is going to be facing in their 250 year. Now, the second one that I found is a number 7 experience. So the vibration of a 7. 7 is the number of mysticism, it's higher knowledge, higher learning, occult practices, and all that fun stuff. But let's see what this beautiful book has to say for a temporary vibration of a number 7. Reflection, rest, health, vacations. It is time to rest. God rested on the 7th day. And this is your 7th day. How does a whole country learn to rest? Become quiet and receptive. Think about yourself and your station in life. Contemplate where we are. What's our values? Analyze your goals, projects, and relationships. We need to analyze what our goals as a country are. What projects are we supposed to be focusing on? And what kind of relationships do we have with other countries? Spend time by yourself and listen to your inner promptings. So this is taking time to listen to the collective of the country. That's all the people in the country. Take time to listen. Write down the thoughts. You can be inspired by dreams like MLK, visions, and intuitions now. Therefore, any writings you produce can be creatively moving. Use the energies of this period for mental exercise and discipline. Now you can master technical skills to aid in your profession. I think our country likes to help others, but we need to take a step back and recontemplate how we do it, or benefit from the philosophical and metaphysical disciplines, including religion, yoga, transcendental meditation, astrology, and numerology. This is fantastic. Do not push your financial affairs under a 7. This is not a time to be spending money or promising money, giving money, or doing anything with your finances right now, country. This is not a time to be impulsive or concern yourself with business. It is a time of physical completion and attainment in the cycles, because you see the consequences of your previous efforts. This is a time of reflection of what we have done and what we are going to choose to move forward as a collective, as a country. Matters mysteriously complete themselves without any effort on your part. Sounds like we shouldn't force an outcome and allow it to come to us. Wait and let the cycle work for you. My daughter's going to hate the fact that I did this. The number 7 rules the physical body and body functions. So this is our physical form of our country, okay? Therefore, the forces within your body are now active. The forces within our country, our physical form, are active. You must pace yourself wisely, rest, and take care of minor problems. So this is resting and taking care of problems within our country. This is problems within our communities. This is problems with the people, taking care of ourselves as a country. Okay? Turning the focus inward and not outward. Abuse and overexertion can bring on physical maladies and illnesses. So don't overgive to others at this time as a country. We need to work on ourselves, is what it's saying. These discomforts force you to slow down so that you will take the time to reflect upon yourself and your purpose in life, which is the most important reason for this cycle. So this 7 vibration partnered up with the 4711 vibration is reevaluating our values, reevaluating our purpose as a country, coming back to what we truly stand for. Vacations are always pleasant, and now is a good time to take one. I wonder how a country can take a vacation. Can a country take a vacation? Be careful when signing any documents or legal agreements. Check every word and look for loopholes. When you have thoroughly scrutinized all aspects, then sign with confidence. Okay, I said beware of business dealings. Like, this is not the time for that. But if you are going to, you really need to scrutinize it before you make any commitments. A 7 is a time of rest, not a time of business. You will not feel the need to socialize at this time. Rather, you prefer either to be alone or to be with people of a spiritual nature who complement and uplift your contemplative mood. So, our country is feeling the need to connect with countries who are more spiritually awakened, so we can also expand and grow. Do not fight your inner urgings to rest, for that will only bring on physical problems and frustration. Rest is very important. And this is as a collective. Instead, flow with this and look deep within yourself to discover the beautiful facets of your true inner self, the perfect jewel. So, the year of 250 for the United States of America. The energy of our country and our collective within. And this can be looked at the micro, is it micro? Macro, micro, the larger picture or the smaller picture. So this could be like the whole country or the people within the country. This can be dispersed out through all. So if we're looking at this as an individual, a part of this system, what we can do is utilize these energies of the 7 and the 4711 of resting, contemplating, dreaming, planning, reevaluating our values and our goals as a country, and plan out ways to bring about a new way of being. The energy of this year for our country and our collective is going to be changing. And this is going to be significant changes compared to what we're currently facing and what we are experiencing or have been experiencing for the past few years. But what we can do is follow this guidance as individuals. We all can rest. We all can turn within and evaluate our own values. And remember, core values of being civilized human beings is common for everyone. And when we have disagreements, that's okay. That's why we are called the United States. Because we are various states of being all coming together with shared collective values. What are those values again? It's time to turn within and reevaluate that. It's time to look at what we have done as a country and a collective and see how we can move forward, united again with shared values. This is the divine triangle. This is the kind of information numerology does for you. And if you're not interested in numbers, just talk to me. I really enjoy going through these and discovering things about myself, countries. I also do this for businesses. It's beautiful. So, as a collective, are we ready to rest and turn within? Well, ready or not, the energy is coming. Happy 250 years. Blessed be.